In this packet that comes with your installation manual, there was a little card inside of there that has a key that allows you to go on to DisplayNote.com to register for an account, a free account. You need to use that key and go on to that site and set up a free account. That key will look something like this. I don't have my card with me at the moment, but that key is going to look something like this with all of those digits there. You can see that. All right. Now Tammy has already pushed out the DisplayNote software for each of our laptops, so you should see an icon on your desktop of your computer that says DisplayNote. That's what you'll use in order to get into DisplayNote. Also, you can use DisplayNote on your personal devices. So if you, for example, want to use your cell phone or your iPad or some sort of tablet, you can go to your app store and download DisplayNote. But be sure, and this is key, that you download the NEC edition. There are several editions of DisplayNote, and the one that's going to work for what we're doing is the NEC edition. Okay, when I go into DisplayNote, notice it's the NEC edition. I'm going to log in as a presenter. Now I've already set up my account, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to presenter. I'm going to double click on presenter. I'm going to type in my email address that I used when I signed up on DisplayNote.com, and I'm going to start a session. It's going to ask if I want to stay logged in. This will allow you to run a session when not connected to the internet. I don't want to do that right now. Okay, and I'm having some internet troubles here. I've just disconnected from my wired connection, so it's not finding my local network. So I'm going to just start it. And there we go. So now I can log in and create a new session. What's going to happen is there's going to be a session ID that's going to populate. That's going to be the ID for the session I'm creating as the presenter. Once that session ID comes up, you'll be able to give your students that session ID so that they can log into the session to see what you're seeing. I'm going to go create or click on new content, and there's my session ID. You'll also notice that there's a hovering bar at the top. Even when I get out of this particular box, this one will continue to stay active, allowing new individuals who may enter the classroom to see that session ID to get themselves started. So the kids can use their own device, cell phone, tablet, to be able to connect to this session. Okay, so I'm in my new session, so I can get rid of this box. Also notice that a blue tab is going to appear on this side. That's the annotation or the menu feature for DisplayNote. This is where I'm going to be able to select the tools that I need, such as the annotation tools. If I want to make some things on my screen, that's the tool that I'm going to use. Okay. Notice that I'm able to write on my screen now. Those are my annotations. It's probably best to have something like Word or PowerPoint, some Microsoft tool open to help you to be able to save this more effectively. You have your toolbar, your menu at the top here. This is how you control everything. If you click on this one, this is how you control your class. Here is where you'll see a list of your students as they continue to log into the session. You'll see a list of your students here, and you can control different facets with these buttons right here. You can save using this particular button. Let's see if I can focus on this button right here. It's going to get you to be able to capture and save the things that you're doing. Students can also save on their screen. They'll see this button on their device. They can continue to capture and save what you're doing. You as the presenter have the ability to use this voting tool to have your students perhaps take a poll of maybe how many people are understanding this, and you can create that and be able to see the responses from your students. You can also, using the tools here, give yourself access to the student screen, or even the entire class access to a particular person's screen. Maybe if they're answering a question that you've posed and you want them to show how maybe they answered question number 2, you can put their screen as visible. So hopefully this will get you set and you can play around with DisplayNote, which helps with the annotation. Remember, the interactive whiteboard is helpful for using as a mouse. You can control DisplayNote here. Since we've already started our interactive whiteboard, I can use my mouse to control my screen with my marker. Okay? If you have any other questions, please let me know. Have a great day, guys.
Hey, just as a PS about the DisplayNote, guys, just want to make sure that you're aware that when you are using DisplayNote as a presenter, when you're in present mode, you're able to also take your device, maybe your smartphone or your tablet. You can log in on that as well in the present mode, and you can control your laptop or your computer that you have connected to the projector. You can control that from your device, and you can use those little buttons to be able to see, maybe browse onto one of your students' screens if you want to see what they're doing on their computer or their cell phone, whatever. You can log into your device and view it from your personal screen without displaying it to the entire class. So that is a feature that I want to make sure you're aware of. Also, when your students are logging into DisplayNote, be sure that they go in as a participant. You'll go in the present mode, they'll go in participant mode and put in the session ID that you have created. Hopefully that clarifies a lot of things for you, and hopefully you can play away with the interactive whiteboard at DisplayNote, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, look forward to hearing all your feedback, guys. Thanks.